You are all alone. They all know you don't belong here. You're gonna cry and everyone will laugh. You are such a loser.
Hey, you okay? Looks like you just got blindsided.
I'm okay.
You sure? Looked like quite a fumble.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sure you have more important things to do than pick up after me.
Nah, I got home court advantage. I know how to roll with the punches.
Do you always talk in sports metaphors?
Damn, sucker punch. That was below the belt.
Oh my god, you don't stop, do you?
Nope. Feeling a little better?
Yeah, thanks. That entrance thing was a little intense.
The gauntlet, it's supposed to make you feel welcome.
Well, it just about made me pee my pants.
I guess it can be a little overwhelming.
A little? And now I have no idea what's going on.
Girl, you need to get your head in the game.
Pardon?
More sports references. It means get out of your own thoughts. Focus on what you need to do now. Come on, it's from High School Musical.
Wait, were you in that?
My sister was back in 2008. There was a confetti cannon and basketball.
Fake right, break left, watch for the pick, keep the eye in the fence, got the run, give and go, take the ball to the hole, don't be afraid, shoot the outside J, keep your head in the game, keep your head in the game, don't be afraid, shoot the outside J, keep your head in the game, gotta get your head in the game, gotta get your head in the game, come on, get your head in the game, gotta 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 get your head in the game. Woo! Let's make sure that we get the rebound, cause when we get it then the crowd will go wild. Second chance, gotta grab and go. Maybe this time we'll hit the right notes. Wait a minute, not the time or place. Wait a minute, get my head in the game. Wait a minute, get my head in the game. Wait a minute, gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Woo! Well,
That's some school spirit you got there. Get my head in the game, huh? I'll work on it.
I'm Mike. You got a name?
Izzy.
Where are you headed, Izzy? Need a game plan?
I think it's English.
124th Miss Madison. She'll give you a run for your money.
Pardon?
Yeah, that wasn't very good. She was okay. Strict, but mostly fair.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you new here? You didn't do 7 and 8 here, did you?
No, I just moved here. I'm staying with my aunt right now.
Sounds like that might have been a curveball.
Nothing special. Parents divorced. My mom's planning to move back here in her family, but she hasn't found a house yet, so ditched on Aunt Bonnie.
Blow, blow. Mine are divorced too.
Sucks, right?
Sometimes. Sometimes it's actually pretty great. But wonder closes and all that other metaphor stuff. Speaking of doors, here's yours. 124. Break a leg.
Wait, that wasn't a sports metaphor.
Guess I'm not a one-trick pony.
Hey, did you get lost?
Yeah, sort of.
I'm Regan.
Izzy.
So, who's the hottie who walked you here?
Mike, he's Link Crew. He just helped me find the right door.
So, is he with anybody?
I have no idea.
Ladies, since you're so interested in talking, you can go first.
Oops.
Sorry.
Communication marks here, girls. Who's first?
First for what, Miss Madison?
Next time, maybe you'll listen to instructions instead of disrupting my class. We are going to introduce ourselves. You can go first.
Oh, okay. My name's
Not
Regan.
you, Chatty Cathy. Your friend, Miss Punctuality. And up to the front, please. Communication. Write this down. is not only about what you say, but your body language and the myriad of other ways in which we communicate.
My name's Izzy, and I...
Stand up straight, Isabella. We all want to hear you.
I'm from Summerside, PI. I'm staying with my aunt for the semester. I like cats.
Thank you, Isabella. Are there any questions?
Are you just here for the semester?
No, I'm moving here, but I'm just staying with my Aunt Bonnie until my mom gets things finished up out there and find a place for us here.
Thank you, Isabella. You may sit down. Jordan, since you seem so eager to talk, you can go next.
Thanks, Miss Madison. But first, where do I use this elevator pass?
Oh, dear God.
Isabella?
Oh God, no. Just Izzy, please. Isabella's so pretentious.
Okay, but why didn't you tell Miss Madison?
Does she look like she hears what my name is?
I guess not, eh? Wow, for cranky. So, you're staying with your aunt?
Yes, my aunt, she actually works here, which apparently means I work here too. She has some sort of community service thing going on Saturdays this month to get drama storage room cleaned out so it's ready for the move. I get to help.
Wait, is your aunt Miss Stanhope?
Yep.
She's my last period teacher. I hear trauma is Gucci. Maybe I can help too. We need 40 volunteer hours, right?
I think so. I'm sure she'd be happy to have more people helping. I think that Mike kid will be there too.
Ooh, he is on fleek. Oh, I think my binder's getting wet.
The ceiling is leaking.
Oh, it can't be the roof, can it? There's a whole other floor above us.
I don't know. Do you think we should tell Mrs. Madison?
Well, I guess that depends on how brave we are.
Oh, yes, ladies?
Miss Madison, my books are getting wet.
Ah, yes, well, you sat by the window. The roof leaks, and it runs straight down to here. I've asked them to fix it, but apparently nothing's getting fixed because of the new build.
When are we moving to the new school?
I have no idea. Never by the looks of things.
I heard we're supposed to be moving over Christmas vacation.
My dad said they finished last year, but they won't let us move.
I heard we're moving over the summer.
2020 for sure. I heard the schools are too small and we're not going to have washrooms.
I heard they're just gonna stack portables all over the place. Do we really have to use porta potties? Can we get a helicopter pad on the roof? No.
Why? We are supposed to be getting the final move date this afternoon at our staff meeting.
Will there be a musical this year?
Unfortunately, Miss Stanhope says there's just too much up in the air for there to be a musical.
Well, that's totes. Not Gucci.
I beg your pardon, Regan?
It blows, Miss Madison.
That's hella bogus teach.
Cancel. Salty.
Not about it. Whacked.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful oafs. Noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. And while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue.
everyone. Settle down, settle down. Let's get this meeting started. The sooner we finish, the sooner we can all go home. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming today. As you can see in your agendas, we'll be starting with a welcome to our new staff. Mr. Ben Roberts will be filling in for Miss Jackson in English while she's out on maternity leave. She thanks us for the car and says she'll be next month to visit. Ben?
Thank you so much. I am very excited to be here. And just so you guys know, I'm from here, so I'm used to the small town things. And I hear things are busy with the move, and I'm happy to help. And just so you guys know, my background's in agriculture, and my teaching qualifications are English and theater.
Thank you, Ben. I've also been informed that we did not send the car. It was actually a card. The next item on our list is budget. Please make sure you go through department heads before making any purchase requests. Unfortunately, we don't have the numbers for this year, so we will be working off last year's numbers. Look, we all know there's an issue with funding. We're going to have to make the best with what we have.
What about the new school? Are we getting the requests we put in for? We need a new LCD projector in room 124.
We need one in 215 too.
Well, we got new projectors with the new building.
What are we supposed to use in the meantime?
Mr. Tevye, do we have a date for the doors opening at the new school?
I'm afraid not yet, but I've been told they'll get back to us in a few weeks.
A few weeks? How are we to plan our semester without that information?
This is ridiculous. If we aren't even moving during the year, then Bonnie could be putting on a musical.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Amanda, Susan, we'll figure out your LCD issues. In the meantime, are there any other large items we're going to need to purchase before we open the doors to the new JD?
Will the stage come with the tech I've put in for? I have equipment that won't last the year, and I need to know if I should find new items now or if I should wait.
Well, there'll be enough staff back.
Have you figured out how the staff workspace will work?
Is it really just one big workspace?
Does it have desks?
Wait, are we that broke?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Will there be enough parking? Are we gonna use porta
Or
potty?
enough parking? Will the staff have their own parking?
Settle down, everyone. Settle down. You know I wish I could promise you everything that you want, and a lot of what you're asking for is what we're going to get. We're going to have to work together to make it work. Believe me, if I could give you everything that you wanted, I would give you individual staff workrooms.
With my name on the door.
Staff washrooms within inside of your classrooms.
All my classes in the same room.
Bigger class. Unlimited storage. More protocol. Educational assistants. Oh, forget EA support. I want TA support.
Teaching assistants to do the marketing.
And the photocopying.
Oh, unlimited stationery budget. I'll just give students pencils.
Extra prep period.
How about a school staff?
Salad.
Line LED stage lighting.
A helicopter pad on the roof!
There's a few problems with that.
Or a weight room.
That would probably work a little bit better. What I could do if money weren't a factor. If only I were a rich man, I would promise you the most fabulous classrooms ever conceived. If only I were a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, yada diddle 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 dum. All day long I'd beady beady bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yada diddle 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 dum. If I were a beady beady rich diddle 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 man, I'd build a great big school with classrooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine parking lot with staff-only parking. There would be staff workrooms on every floor and washrooms close to every room. And more storage space than anyone could ever really need. If I were a rich man, yada diddle 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 dum. All day long I'd beady beady bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yada diddle 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 dum. If I were a beady beady rich diddle 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 man. The most important conferences will be free for all of my staff. They will have assistance and class coverage any day. whiteboard markers that never run dry. If you please, Principal Tevier. Pardon me, Principal Tevier. Solving problems that would cross a teacher's eyes. Va vo vo va vo vum. And it won't make one bit of difference what they ask me for. Because when you're rich, you can order all the school supplies you'll need. If I were a rich man, yada diddle 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 dum. All day long I'd beady beady bum if I were a wealthy man.
So how'd your first week go, Is?
Fine.
Fine. Did you make any friends?
Some.
Izzy.
Is this keep or throw?
Throw. Anything with a stain is a throw. Except for the mad scientist lab coats. They're all blood splattered from haunted houses. Izzy, what's wrong?
What?
I've known you since the day you were born. What's bothering you? How can I help?
That's just it. You can't help. So what's the point talking about it?
Talking always helps. You're going to be living with me for the next 5 months. I want you to feel at home with me.
Well, that's just it. It's not home, and that's not your fault, so I'm trying really hard not to take it out on you, okay?
Okay. That's fair.
When I lived with my mom and dad, the Saturday after school started was always beach and movie day.
Oh?
Yeah, we go to Cabot Beach, rain or shine, and then to Charlottetown for whatever is playing in the movie theaters.
Did you guys ever see the musicals in Charlottetown?
Sometimes. Mom and dad loved them. I was never really into the whole randomly breaking into song and dance routines.
I see. I saw Anne and Gilbert when I was there summer before last. It must play frequently.
Yeah, they always have one of those Anne musicals going on during tourist season.
Look, I'm sorry, Iz. If I'd known we could have gone to the beach today. Maybe tomorrow? Would you want to see a movie tonight?
Sure, thanks. Look, Aunt Bonnie, I know you're trying. I'm sorry I'm being a moody teenager.
There's another kind.
Very funny.
Hey, I've been where you are, kiddo. I was in grade 7 when your Oma Nopa split, and I didn't have to leave the province. I can't imagine how much that must suck.
Well, it's not so bad. I do have a pretty sweet love to put me up while I'm here. I miss Mom, though.
I know. I miss her too. But she's lucky, you know.
How so?
Well, you're being very mature about all of this. Your mother and I weren't nearly so pragmatic when your Oma Nopa split. Definitely put a new meaning to the term rebellious teenager.
I bet you did. Mom's still crazy.
She is that. I have to say, though, as much as I know what happened with your dad is awful, and it sucks that you have to move halfway across the country, leaving all your friends and starting at this new school that's all sorts of crazy with this move right now, I'm really glad you guys are coming home.
I'm glad for Mom, at least. It makes sense. I know it does. With a family here, it would open the doors for her to be where she needs to be. And I didn't want to move halfway to school through school year any more than she wanted me to.
Keep my Bonnie's spare bedroom.
Yep.
Just remember, it's only temporary. As soon as she closes the deal on the house and finds a place for you here, you'll be out of my basement and back with her.
Are you in a rush to get rid of me?
Well, you are a major deterrent on my thriving social life.
What's social life?
Exactly.
Check this out, Is.
What's that?
Joseph's coat, definitely keep.
I've heard of Joseph. 1996. My parents were both in it. They said you guys tried to make them look like they were from the Middle East, but it was May, and they all looked like ghosts under the stage lights.
So what'd they do? Send them tanning?
Self-tanner. They got it right eventually, but everyone was orange for a while.
Why not just use makeup?
Well, the costumes were pretty minimal, so there was a lot of skin. They used the entire makeup budget trying to color them for dress rehearsal, and then they sweat it all off under the lights. It was quite the experience.
Did they really break someone's nose during the show?
Yep. They missed when they were supposed to be putting him in a garbage bin, but another actor went right on for him, and the audience never noticed.
Wow, you guys have done a lot of musicals here, haven't you?
10 that were full school musical productions. Bye Bye Birdie was the first in 1981, but we actually haven't done one in a few years.
Why not, Miss S?
Well, there were a few years where we just couldn't agree on what musical to do, and then there were some retirements that left us without a lot of the experience we were used to having, and then we were ready to do a new musical, and they announced this move, but they haven't given us a date yet, so we keep not doing one because we might be moving in the middle of the year. It's been really hard to plan things these last few years.
But I'm in grade 9, so since we're going to be in the new building next year, can we have a musical then?
Maybe, but there's a lot to be figured out once we get there.
It's pretty weird the way people randomly break into song and dance routines. Real life just isn't like that.
My mom says Joseph was the best thing she ever did in high school. It's how she met my dad.
My dad was in Fiddle on the Roof in 1994, but I think Joseph would have been so cool. Look at this coat!
Look at this beard.
Joseph's mother, she was quite my favorite wife. I never really loved another all my life. And Joseph was my joy because he reminded me of her.
Yeah.
Through young Joseph, Jacob lives his youth again. Loved him, praised him, gave him all he could, but then it made the rest feel second best. And even if they were
Being told we're also rats does not make us Joseph's fans.
but where they have really missed the boat is
We're great guys, but no one seems to notice. Six charm and pretty smiles will you slay us in the eyes?
and their father couldn't see the danger. He could not imagine any danger. He just saw in Joseph all his dreams come true. Joseph wanted to show the world he loved his son, to make it clear that Joseph was the special one. So Jacob bought his son a coat, a multicolored coat to wear.
Joseph's coat was elegant, the cut was fine, the tasteful style was the ultimate in good design.
This is why it caught the eye. A king would stop and stare.
When I got to try it on, I knew my sheepskin days were gone.
Such a dazzling coat of many colors.
How he loved his coat of many colors, in a class above the rest. It even went well with his dress.
Such a stunning coat of many colors. How he loved his coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. Joseph's brothers weren't too pleased with what they saw.
He had never liked the college before, now this coat has got a roast. We feel life is unfair.
And when Joseph graced the scene, his brothers turned a shade of green. His astounding clothing took the biscuit.
Quite the smoothest person in the district.
I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and
green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet and
I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow.
green, brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach, ruby, olive, violet, fawn, lilac, gold, chocolate, gold and cream and crimson and silver and rose and azure and lemon and russet and gray and purple and white and pink and orange and blue.
What just happened?
So, I'd have loved to do a new musical this year, but it really just isn't possible with all I have to do to get the department packed up and my ready for the closing of our doors here at JD.
That's really too bad, Bonnie. I certainly hope I could be around when you're able to do a musical. But in the meantime, I heard the kids talk about cleanup days on the weekends.
Oh, yes, I've been giving them volunteer hours in order to help me sort through the old costumes and things. We've been at this school long enough to keep many things on a we might use this someday basis. I do wish I was going to have room to take more to the new school, but I'm glad to be going through it all. Some of it is definitely too old to help us anymore.
Well, I'm free Saturday, 1 to 3, I think the kids were saying.
Oh, yes, if you've got the time, we'd love all the help we can get.
I just have to help my dad with a few things in the morning, but I should be done by 1.
You said you had an agriculture background?
Yes, I do. My dad and uncles run a family farm. Saturday, I'm teaching my nephew how to drive the cultivator.
Do you have a lot of nieces and nephews?
Oh, yeah, 13 and counting.
And they all help out on the farm?
Well, the oldest 5 or 6 do. I get to drive the tractor. Benefits of age, you know.
I did rock picking once or twice as a teen. I always lived in town, but I had friends on farms. Baled quite a bit of hay in my time, too.
Might be calling you in the spring then. I'm just kidding. Hay and straw are actually done by a machine nowadays. Well, hey, I gotta run some copies. See you Saturday?
Yeah.
See you Saturday.
Well, well. Bonnie Stanhope, are you blushing?
What's that, Alice?
Mr. Roberts isn't too hard on the eyes there, is he?
I beg your pardon?
He's a hung of something, that's for sure.
Oh, for goodness sake, he's not a steak.
Then why are you drooling, Bonnie?
He was over there for quite some time. What were you two talking about?
Work, actually. He offered to help with the cleanup this weekend.
Oh, did he now?
He can come clean out my closet any day. Looks like the start of an office romance.
Oh, stop it. First, we don't work in an office. Second, he's just trying to be helpful. And third, Richard
has been gone a long time and would want you to be happy.
Hogwash. I'm in no need of romance at this point in my life. I have my niece to take care of, my sister to help through a messy divorce, this move to prepare for, and the new school.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
She certainly doth. Whatever do you suppose it could mean?
Thinking you she likes a steak, too.
For God's sake, he's not a steak.
But you do like him, don't you, Bonnie?
Ooh, Bonnie's in love.
Love? Are you nuts?
Some people can't tell when it hits them.
All you gotta do is say hello to a man, and they have you whispering in his ear. All you gotta do is be polite with him, and they have you spending the night with him. If there's a guy you merely have a beer with, they've got you setting the wedding date. Seems they've just gotta have some dirt to bend your ear with. So before you start, I herewith state I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I, not a bit, not a mite, though I'll admit he's quite a hunk, a guy, but he is not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea, not he, not an ounce, not a pinch, he's just an inch too sure of himself for me.
Well, of course, it's his daily bliss, he get that look in his eye. Sam sure he could cut most any man down to size.
forgot these. I'm very forgetful about this.
I'm so sorry. Obviously.
Naturally.
She's not at all in love, not at all in love. Now she, no, I'm not. Not a dot, not a touch, not a touch. When I fall in love, there'll be no doubt about it. 'Cause you will know from the way that I shout it. You're shouting. She hasn't fallen. I'm not at all in
Hey, if I borrow this Frankenstein binder, Alice?
Of course. I'm mostly teaching juniors these days anyways.
Oh, thanks so much. I've been teaching English as a second language, so my English curriculum is a little rusty.
That's fair. Are you glad to be back?
Yeah, it's nice to be home. Dad's getting older, so he needs some help around the farm. And I never really missed home until I got here, if that makes sense.
Of course. And I hear you'll be helping Bonnie out with the drama department.
Ah, yes, drama is my other teacher's subject, so I hope I can fit it into my timetable down the road.
And you seem to be getting along well with Bonnie.
Do you think so? I haven't been able to get much to read on her. She seems very closed off.
Well, she had a hard run there a few years back. Her husband, Richard, passed away quite suddenly. Car accident, black ice, it was really awful. She's focused mostly on work since then. You know, musicals, field trips, and the like.
How long ago was that?
About 10 years now, I think.
That's a long time.
It is.
Well, maybe it's time she opened herself up to dating again.
Maybe. Who are we to judge?
She's closed the door. Maybe it's time she opened up a new one.
Perhaps. But it can feel like the lights are off and the windows are barred when you lose like that. Who's every door to me? Hide all the world from me. Bar every window and shut out the light. What you want with me? Hate me and laugh at me. Darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me. Keep those I love from me. Children of Israel, I'm never alone. For I know I shall find my own peace of mind. For I have been promised a land of my own. Close every door to me. Hide all the world from me. Bar every window and shut out the light. Close every door to me. Keep those I love from me. Children of Israel, I'm never alone. For I know I shall find my own peace of mind. For we have been promised a land of our own.
Did you finish the review for Mr. King's test next week?
Almost. I'm stuck in 7th. I still get how to use this graphing calculator.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need to use linear relations in real life. Like ever.
Actually, we just use linear equations at Athletic Council to figure out our predicted income for our fundraisers this year.
Hi, Mike.
Sounds like you're getting ready for the linear equations test in Mr. King's class, Izzy.
Afraid so. Really not with this fancy calculator.
I can help out with that. Math is my game. But Izzy, turning it on helps.
Maybe you can help us with the rest of the review this weekend. Maybe this Saturday after drama cleanup?
You're doing drama cleanup again?
Yes, it was so much fun last time.
How about you, Izzy?
Don't have much choice, do I? Least I can do is help with a pile of stuff without going in the school's basement. And listen to you guys randomly breaking into song dance routines. Please give me a place to stay, beating me and all.
That's so cool. Miss Staino is my favorite teacher. It's too bad she doesn't teach phys ed. Is she lucky from that home?
Not really.
Are you okay, Iz?
I'm fine.
You don't sound fun.
What's going on?
It's nothing. My mom had a buy from my house in PEI.
Oh,
Athletics is. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I just guess it was really real until now.
well, we're glad to be sticking around, Iz.
Yeah, for sure. Who else can I talk to about boys?
Is that the time better get heading to class?
Wait, Mike, tell us what you're looking for in a girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
Yeah, Mike, yeah. Do you like a girl to make the first move?
I can handle it, but I like a bit of a challenge too.
So like a girl, we'll play hard to get.
Not one who plays it, no. I'm not a big fan of girls who throw themselves at guys. It should be more natural, don't you think?
Sounds like you want a shakupi.
A what?
You don't know what a shakupi is?
Now, when you will kiss on the very first date, it's usually a husky. And a woman will wait till the second time out. Says anything about us.
And the clouds, between the ground. She's the girl you got your crown. She's your shakupi, 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 shakupi.
The girl is hard to get.
Shakupi,
Shakupi, shakupi. Russian and winter dance.
walk her once, raise her. Walk my place, she's being certain. Once more, flower garden, you'll never get sort. Every hurt, every hurt.
Rainy lost the lost the lost the lost the wonder. Squeeze her once and she is. Look at the guys in the black box face. Look at the much more for a cat. Corruption like the store. Maybe it's I'm down and any you can see. Like a ass is broken, the only up for me to squeeze her once and she is. Look at the guys in the black box face. Look at the once more for a cat. Corruption like the store. Maybe it's supper.
Shakupi, shakupi, shakupi.
That girl is hard to get.
Shakupi, shakupi, shakupi.
But you think when you're young.
Shakupi, shakupi, shakupi.
That girl is hard to get.
Shakupi, shakupi, shakupi.
But you think when you're young. You can win her. Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Iz. I miss you.
I miss you too. So you got the house sold.
Yes, thank God that's done. The sale closes November 12th, so I may be getting to Ontario sooner than we thought.
That would be awesome.
So I have all your stuff packed. I'll be bringing the rest for Thanksgiving.
I don't think I need anything.
You're gonna need your winter stuff, though.
Oh yeah, I'll need that, won't I? Are the winters here as bad as they get back home?
They can be. We get storms straight off the ocean here, but they get something called the lake effect. It can mean for some pretty big storms and quite a bit of snow.
So, snow days?
Yeah, snow days. So, are you sure you don't need anything for Thanksgiving?
No, I'm good.
Okay. How's Hanover?
Hanover's good. Everything's nice and close, so I don't have to rely on Aunt Bonnie driving me everywhere, so that's nice.
And school? How's that going?
School's fine. I have a couple of friends. They seem to think they live in a musical sometimes, so that's weird. But I like them.
Live in a musical? Huh, imagine that. If everybody just broke into song and dance to express themselves, wouldn't that be amazing?
Musicals are a bizarre concept.
And Bonnie, how's she treating you?
Bonnie's great. There's a good-looking new teacher here who I think she has a thing for.
Really? Bonnie?
Yeah, he's really nice too.
Well, that's good. She's been alone for far too long.
I know. How long has it been since he died?
About 10 years, I think.
Did I ever meet him? I don't have any memories of what he looks like.
You did. You were only 4 years old, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't remember him.
Well, I think 10 years should be long enough for Aunt Bonnie to move on.
You'd think 10 years is forever, but you're right. Bonnie just needs to get out there and get some.
Mom!
What? You think I don't know what the kids are calling it these days?
God, no. You're probably more up with the teen lingo than I am. I just don't want to think about old people having sex.
Old people, is it? Right, and I guess you were immaculately conceived?
Well, yeah. Look, Mom, I gotta go. Regan's on her way over and we have homework.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
I miss you, Iz. Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight, my love. Our star is shining, its brightest light. For good night, my someone. Good night. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. Our star is shining, its brightest light. For good night, my someone. Good night. True love can be whispered from heart to heart. When loved ones are parted, they say. But I must depend on a wish and a star, as long as my heart doesn't know where you are. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. For good night, my someone. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Elise, how's your week going so
Hey,
far?
Miss S, pretty good. What are you doing in the caf?
Supervision. Gotta make sure you hooligans stay out of trouble.
Very funny, Miss S. What do you do when it's not raining and no one's down here?
Pretty much just stand here and look creepy.
Wow, that sounds fun.
You have no idea.
Are we still sorting again Saturday?
Yes, please. Once more should do it, and we can start moving all those flats from the rifle range.
I still can't believe this school has a rifle range.
Yeah, like what do they even do?
Oh, hey, Miss Stanhope. Are we still on for Saturday?
For
the cleanup days? Do you still need my help?
Yes, if you've still got the time, we level the help that we can get.
Great, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Aunt Bunny, are you blushing?
Oh my God, Miss S! Are you and Mr. Roberts dating?
What? No, of course not. I hardly know him.
Then maybe you should get to know him.
Regan.
She's not wrong, Aunt Bonnie. You have been playing it solo for a long time. Mom definitely thinks you should get out there or refrain from telling you what she actually said.
I have a pretty good idea. She seems to think I should need a man to be happy.
Actually, as boy crazy as Mom can seem sometimes, I think she's more worried about how hard you work to avoid any kind of contact with the opposite sex. You're not just not dating Aunt Bonnie. You do your best to scare men away if they get anywhere near you.
Huh? But Miss S, boys are so fun!
Sometimes not so much.
You know, you don't do the same thing with Mr. Roberts, right?
I beg your pardon.
You don't try and scare him away. You actually blush and get all tongue-tied.
I do not.
Do too.
Point is, maybe it's time for you to stop hiding.
I'm not hiding. Okay, maybe a little.
He's coming to help Saturday?
Apparently.
Well, that's a pretty big step for you. Nobody's asking you to marry him. Just try not to look so terrified.
Okay, I think that's just about enough flack from the two of you. I better spread my supervision around before you two hoodlums convince me to do something really crazy.
Did you see the way Mr. Roberts looked at Miss S? They would be such an adorable couple.
Could be.
If that isn't the look of love, I don't know what is. If this were a musical, this is where she would sing.
Thank God it's not a musical.
Something like what Babe sings in Leader of the Pack.
Oh no.
JD did Leader of the Pack in 2003.
Regan.
There was a motorcycle that was supposed to have a fog machine, but the fog machine was always malfunctioning.
Oh God.
Thank you. Look at the way he looks at her. Look at the way he smiles. I remember when he was mine. I remember when things were fine. Oh, look at the way he looks at her now. Isn't that the look of love? Look at love. Oh, oh. Look at the way he holds her hands. Look at the way they dance. I remember when he loved me. I remember how it used to be. But look at the way he smiles at her now. Isn't that the look of love? Look of love. Oh, love. Isn't that the look of love? Isn't that the look of love? Isn't that the look of love? Isn't that the look of love?
So, what was that all about?
Huh? Oh, come on, Ish. We don't want to be late for science.
Oh, hey Bonnie, is this a keep?
Definitely. Hey, thanks for helping out, Ben. Not a lot of teachers are willing to give up their Saturdays to be in school.
Oh, no problem. I haven't made any connections outside of school, so it's nice to get out.
I thought you said you were from here.
Yes, my dad and uncles run the farm, and Sunday night dinners are a thing again. But I actually grew up in Owen Sound, so my friends either stayed there or they just vanished.
Oh, well, you've mentioned your dad and uncles. Is your mom not around?
No, sadly, she died when I was 18.
Oh, that must have been hard.
Yeah, well, all my siblings are older, so they really helped me a lot. But enough of the sad stories. What do you do for fun around here, Bonnie?
Go to work. My sister's moving back to the area, so I'm looking forward to more family stuff.
Guess it's the year for coming home.
I think this area has a lot to offer, actually.
Even more than I remember. So your decision to not do musical this year, is that final?
I don't see how it could be anything else, I'm afraid. There's just too much we can't predict right now. Would we plan to do it here and then be kicked out at last minute, or plan to do it there where we don't even know what the space is going to be like?
Oh, I see. Well, would you have the principal support if you could figure out a way to do it?
Yes, and likely the staff too, but these last few springs have been so hot. We couldn't plan to do it here unless we managed to do it in way less time than we normally did. Last year, we had kids ready to faint during commencement because of how hot it was in there.
Why don't we do it in the Hanover Civic Theater instead, Miss S?
Hey, Mike, that might fix the air conditioning issues, but the Civic Theater's pretty booked most of the year. As soon as we could get it would be June, and that's getting too close to exams.
What if the principal allowed it?
Why would he? Look, next year we'll be at the new school, and we can think about doing a musical then.
Why is everyone so obsessed with doing a musical around here?
Okay, so let me get this straight. If we can get the principal support, you consider doing a musical this year in the Civic Theater?
I don't know, Ben. We need support from the students, staff, community. It's just so much work. And normally I would have this all planned out by last spring, so we're way behind schedule.
Oh, trust me, Miss S. You've got community support because my parents will be all over it.
And mine too.
Okay, so principal support, staff support, student support, and time?
You see what I'm up against?
Yeah.
You've got student support, Miss S, right, guys? Yeah.
A musical this year would be lit. Right, Iz?
If you say so.
You're not with us, Izzy?
Musicals are weird. I get people like them and all, but I much prefer a good comedy.
Musicals can be comedies.
Yeah, just like the pajama game JDSS did in 1923.
1923?
Yeah, Miss Bender and Mr. Chittick were in it.
In 1923?
Wait, that's the year the school was built. I think I mean 1983.
The pajama game was actually considered a romance.
Oh, I just thought since it was about pajamas.
Yeah, pajamas are pretty funny.
In my experience, musicals often contain an element of comedy.
Unless you're talking about Les Mis.
God, yes. That musical has some of the most beautiful music, but a depressing storyline.
What about High School Musical?
Still love story. Well, sorta.
Yeah, but some of those characters were great. Like Sharpay and her brother Ryan were hilarious.
Exactly.
Okay, musicals can be funny, but what about people who can't sing?
Oh, Izzy, trust me. There are always parts for people who can't sing. I've been in several, and I definitely can't sing. You want to hear? Yes, you do. Yeah.
I guess I'm just not a musical person.
I think you just haven't found the right one.
They sound like a lot of work, too.
They are that.
See? I just don't get why they're worth all the fuss.
Fuss?
Oh, poor Izzy. You really don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, and you're being real negative Nancy about it, too.
Negative Nancy?
Yeah, almost as depressing from the song from Les Mis.
At the end of the day, it's up to you.
At the end of the day, life was Jamaican, so open more doors than you close.
Where is that music coming from?
At the end of the day, is your glass half empty or half full?
Hey, you stop that!
At the end of the day, the glasses were fillable.
What is going on? Oh, God.
At the end of the day, you're another day older.
And that's all you can say for the life of the poor. It's a struggle, it's a war, and there's nothing that anyone's giving or a day standing about. What is it for? Nothing less to be living. At the end of the day, you're another day colder. And the shirt on your back doesn't keep out the chill. And the righteous hurry past. You don't hear the little ones crying. And the winter's coming on fast, ready to kill. When the earth is dying. At the end of the day, it's another day dawning. And the sun in the morning is waiting to rise. Like the waves crash on the sand, like a storm that'll break any second. There's a hunger, the left, there's a reckoning still to be reckoned. There's gonna be hell to pay. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you get nothing but nothing. $75 on your butt doesn't buy any bread.
And the children back at home, and the children have got to be fed.
And you're lucky to be in a job and in a bed.
And we're counting our blessings.
At the end of the day, there's another day over.
With enough in your pocket to last for a week.
May landlord, pay the shop, keep on grafting as long as you're able. You'll grab things to the drop, or it's back to the crumbs on the table. You've got to pay your way.
At the end of the day.
Okay, that was fun. Let's put on a musical.
Okay, so at least principal support, staff support, and time. I'm on it.
What just happened?
I know exactly what you mean, Aunt Bonnie. It's probably just good if we go with it.
Kevin, hey, Kevin, can I talk to you for a second?
Of course, Ben. How are you making it with Miss Jackson's classes?
Oh, that's going really well. Well, that's not why I came here to talk to you.
Oh, what is it?
Well, as you know, drama is my leadership subject, so I've been helping Miss Stanhope with the
Oh,
cleanup.
that's great. I love to hear that my staff are supporting each other.
Support is actually why I came here to talk to you.
Oh, what?
Well, Miss Stanhope has a lot of valid reasons to not do musical this year, so...
Do you think we might be able to pull it off?
Well, it'll have to be in June, and it'll be close to exams.
Sure.
And... Wait, here.
Sure, a musical would be a great thing, especially now when we need to be reminded that change may be scary, but this change, it's going to be good.
So you're saying...
You have my full support. What can I do to help?
You just did. Thank you so much. You're the best boss ever. I love you so much. Hey, Bonnie, come here. Hey, guys, can I have your attention? Bonnie and I want to put on a musical. Are you guys in?
Are you serious? Really? Can we really? This year? You think you can make it work?
Yeah, we'll need a lot of support and a big undertaking, but we totally got it.
I'm in. Let's do this!
So, Bonnie, that just leaves time.
Somehow I feel like that will turn out to not be a problem.
So you're in?
Planning on helping?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm in.
Let's do it then.
There's a bright golden haze
Please excuse this interruption. Would all teachers please accompany their students to the gym now?
Oh my God, assemblies! I hate assemblies. Why are you even here?
All right, everyone, settle down. Now, before we get to today's guest speaker, Miss Stanhope has a very important announcement to make.
Hey everyone. I know you've been hearing a lot of rumors floating around these past few days, and I just wanted to say something to clear everything up. At the beginning of this year, there were a lot of us who weren't too happy about this move. Too many things were unknown, and too much was up in the air. And the real truth is that a lot of us, especially us older folk, are afraid of change. Well, I've been reminded recently that change is not a bad thing. Change can be a really great thing. It can help us open up to experience new and exciting things. JD may be closing its doors this year, but that doesn't mean it's the end. We're opening new doors. And I just want to say that I'm excited and hopeful about our future. And if you're all with me, we're going to put on a musical together.
Here and now, it's time for celebration. Finally figured it out. Yeah, yeah. That our dreams have no limitations. That's what it's all about.
Everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same, we're different in a good way. Together's where we belong. We're all in this together. Once we know that we're all stars, and we see that we're all in this together. And it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true. Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, therefore, each other every time. Together, together, come on, let's do this right. We're all here and speaking out in one voice.